That was a good, considering we can't move, that was like a good score. I'm just looking at popular maps. Okay, how about more featured maps? Are you really? Dads of the World was featured? Attractive bollards of the universe. How about that? I gotta be honest. I didn't even. I clicked. I don't see a bollard, and I can't move. So I'm saying goodbye to that one. You were losing to a 450 30 minutes ago. Yeah, and how did that happen? How did that go down? How did that shit go down? How did that shit end? Who got paid out? The believers or the doubters? I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm gonna be straight up. Even though it's Pride Month, I'm just gonna play some Zombs, man. I think we didn't play Zombs yesterday. I've sputtered out of GeoGuessr enthusiasm for today, only for today. We have 18 minutes left in the stream. We'll play some Zombs. Why not? $18? Well, I don't know. Be careful what you wish for. Because at 18.03 months, Kansas is going bye-bye. By the way, there is a new bill in Canada. Hold on. Let me just say where we're going here. Will NL... Where will NL finish? Where will NL finish? 20th or worse? 19th to 10th. 9th to 5th. 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. 1 minute. Okay, so there's a bill in Canada that is being deliberated upon right now that would, in theory, maybe not in practice, but in theory, subject online streaming to the same rigorous conditions that aired media on television and radio have. Like, there has to be a certain amount of Canadian content present. A lot of people are a little nervous about this. How do I determine how many video games I've ever played that are Canadian and how many aren't? I have a different mindset on this, okay? My mindset on this, every video I make is Canadian content because people are watching for me and I'm Canadian. You wouldn't be like, oh, Celine Dion's songs are not Canadian because she recorded them on like a Los Angeles recording studio stage. I'm a Canadian guy, for the record. I'm also frozen in carbonite. Screen region is horrible. Hold on. I have to fight this stream sniper and then I'll... Okay. Let me fix this real quick. I'm sorry. I love it. Did you get to see any of that duel? I tried to make sure that I fought him in the top left of the screen. We did get to see it. Let's go. Anyway, if it passes and I'm required to operate under the terms of that legislation, then you know what? Maybe you'll see the return of Monbazu. I only knew about it because I got an email from YouTube today that was like, hey, just so you know, YouTube's got your back. We're consulting with the lawmakers in Canada in order to ensure that this doesn't have any negative repercussions. And I was like, oh, thank God. With both YouTube brass and those jokers in Ottawa, I feel very safe right now. I feel very well taken care of. Thank God for you, YouTube. Get owned. Taking out some of my aggression on you. What could go wrong? Well, you know, if YouTube solves it the way they've solved other problems that had nothing to do with me, I'll just have to sign an affidavit for every video I upload and say I certify that I'm Canadian, and to the best of my knowledge, I qualify as Canadian content because I am Canadian content. My contents are Canadian. Hello? I'm just going to be honest. You got me. I came 6th. I got flabbergasted. I think I could have beaten them. 6th. 6th. No, that's 9th to 5th. That was a plurality bet. Congratulations. I give you my congrats. Yeah, people don't know this. Every time I upload a YouTube video, I have to click a box that says there's no... I'm not playing a prank on my kids like Jimmy Kimmel or Daddy of 5 in this video. I have to click a button that is like, no, this isn't another beheading. I have to click like 80 buttons just to get my shitty little gameplay videos on the YouTube now. It's not like... It's literally just me playing Super Auto Pets, and they're like, do you kill anybody in this? And I'm like, no. They're like, do you spread misinformation about vaccines? And I'm like, satiric, I'm very pro-vaccine IRL. Satirically, I may make a joke that alludes to the existence of anti-vaxxers, but it's poetic license. Get faded. Who wants a slice? Be cool, Nintendo. No sarcasm intended. Thank you. Yet again, we get to the concept of jester's immunity. In olden times, that felt amazing. In olden times, nobody could speak freely to the king except for the jester. Now, the jester was the only person that could be trusted to say the truth about the king. Thus, the king was required to grant him immunity so he could not be prosecuted or held responsible for the things that he says. Otherwise, they would never tell the truth about the king, and thus the jester would have no purpose. In many days, the modern comedian descends from this ancient tradition, which is why you can't be mad about any of the fucked up shit that I say. Because it's jester's immunity. If it becomes illegal to tell the truth, then I would be happy to just tell you some pleasant-sounding lies. But what can I say? It's called the jester's oath. I have an obligation to tell the truth under all circumstances. This is a cluster. I'm just being a little rat. Oh, man. I may not outshoot you, but there have been times where maybe I could outthink you a little bit. Did you hear a door? Who would have thought? Modern world's so fucked up, the only people you can rely on to tell it like it is are the clowns. What the hell? Okay, sure, it probably says I'm still playing GeoGuessr. It's not illegal to do that as long as I pretend that I'm still playing GeoGuessr. And right now, I gotta be honest, this looks a little like, I would say, Hungary to me. It's a little dry, but it gets green as you move north. Insane shot. Nice try. I'm trapped. Whoa! I lived. I'm gonna continue to live, by the way. Did you see the speed of that shot, though? Okay, we came 9th, by the way. Not great. Same as last time, more or less. Continue. Run it back. Why are you playing unblocked games? I don't know what an unblocked game is. My guess is that an unblocked game is something you play in your computer lab when the teacher has already blocked, like addictinggames.com. So you have a minimal ability to choose what you're actually going to play for yourself. Is that true? That's true. Okay. Dude, we're not so different, you and I. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I got a med kit. See you in hell. This is, I dropped in a damn war zone. This is the Battle of Stalingrad. In my 9th grade tech class, I did essentially no work, and I played addictinggames.com all damn day. 100%. I'm not gonna lie to you. Why should I? Literally the same. Then my teacher had the audacity to give me a 70. Like, come on, you can't act like you're principled and then give somebody that did no work a 70. You gotta give me a 0. It's what I deserved. That was not a bot. Their dodging was too pog. Dude, we're feasting. I could die to a bot here. If I play my cards wrong, we're dying to bots. Whoa! A little scary. Healing weapon. What do you mean heal me for 1? Oh, because I'm maxed out. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. You know what? Get rid of this garbage. Take this. Keep it with you. We got 4 of those in there. Reload me. This is Malv's #1 contribution to Fortnite. Is always, whenever I'm in the sauce, he always says reload your guns. I never remember to do that. And there he is going, hey, make sure you reload your guns. It's very sensible. Do you hear that? He's a smart guy. See ya. See ya. You can have it. Honestly, you can have it. We don't have to do this. What the hell was that, man? Hello, Daniel. Yo, does Pace Picante, the afternoon edition, the Pacific time time slot, is that starting up soon? I'm dead. I'm dead. He's so good. He's so much better than me. I play 7th. Son of a bitch. I want you to know, Dan, I believed in you. Chad told me what 3 bosses you had left, and I picked one of them and said, he's going to crush this guy, I guarantee. And then they told me you were like 70 attempts in. Against old man who has a lion on his back. He's a piece. Dad Life and Pace Picante, only one can stand. Dan, you would get a kick out of this. Somebody on my subreddit made a post that was like, I wish NL would stop talking about how busy he is. He's a dad who lives with his wife. His mom does all his chores, and he has literally a 20-hour work week. I just thought, as a fellow dad, as one of the only fellow dads in chat right now, you would probably get a kick out of that comment. It got me laughing pretty good. It definitely didn't ruin my night. I'm a dad? Yeah, but I know Dan has proved it. You might just be lying, because it is the internet. To which I replied, imagine thinking my mom does all my chores. I would never let her take down the garbage. It's stinky. She just does the dishes. Watch this. Then we go back in the shadows. I see you. Go ahead, burn all your ammo. Wait, there's no safety. There's no safety for you. I should not be taking this fight. On the other hand, that means I should be taking this fight. Imagine how hard it would be to be a dad with a real 50-hour-a-week job. Imagine that, like, I didn't talk shit about you at all. And I'm catching strays for no reason while I'm working my ass off. Imagine how that feels, because that's how it feels for me. I'm literally like, I support all the dads out there. Then there's other dumbass dads out there that are like, that's nothing. I'm an electrician who works 60 hours. Okay, well then stop shitposting in Twitch chat and go hug your kids, you dickhead. I got nothing but respect for all the dads out there. Why are you wasting the little precious time you have when your kids are at this age that they're never going to be ever again to like talk shit about how somebody else has it easier than you? It doesn't make any sense. It seems fundamentally misaligned with the priorities that you claim to have to me. It doesn't make any sense. That's not a straw man, unless it could be the very common type of straw man where somebody in chat didn't actually embody the thing they claim to be, but they pretended to be a guy that doesn't exist in order to take like the superior moral position so they could win the argument. I've got 5 kids and work a 9 to 5. I respect you and all dads. Honestly, this episode is dedicated to you. That seems like a am I gonna say it? This seems like a fucking nightmare. Is 5 kids enough that the first kid can raise the 5th kid a little? Like at least like make them like toast and stuff? Yes. Okay. That's a real person. Get owned. Older kids do that. See, I never had a sibling, so I didn't know if that's how it worked. Dude, why does it take you so long to slurp? You would get your ass beaten in Flip Cup, man. I read a clickbait headline last week. If you have more than 2 kids, it's bad for your mental health. I was actually, I think you'll like this, Dan. I was talking about how like I've become more emotional as I've gotten older, and I brought up how when I told you that Kate was pregnant and we were doing Check the Wire episodes, you would like tear up a little bit just when you were talking about like how much it means to you to be a father and how much it changes your life. And I was like, man, this guy is a baby. This guy is, he's way more sensitive than I thought he was. And now that I'm in it myself, I completely get it. Because I don't think having a kid has been... I was talking to Chad about this on Monday in particular. I actually think having a kid has been good for my mental health, weirdly enough. Because I don't have time to read, like, too much bullshit online and get riled up about it. Because, like... Straight up, I'm like, if I read something online that annoys me, I get annoyed for like 4 seconds. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I got like a lot of shit to do right now. I'm going to go do that. And then while I'm doing that, I like, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, wait, I'm doing a good job. I feel better. That's pretty much what my experience has been lately. That being said, also, I mean, it's obviously you're probably like more stressed out than you were before you had kids. But even then, I don't think that's true. I think the main takeaway is not that you're like more stressed out. It's that you look back on before you had kids and you look at it like, why was I stressed out? That's not to say you can't have stresses, obviously, without kids. But it's more like, well, you know, as I said before, when I was talking to my brother-in-law, we were talking about like what life was like before kids. We were like, why the hell weren't we jacked all the time? You really had like, as a mid-20s guy with free time, why was I not in insane shape? Like, why did I ever use Uber Eats? I had so much. I could have, like, cooked meal prep for, like, the whole week, every night for no reason, and still had free time. How does that happen? So now I look, I look back on, especially in like my early 20s, I was like, oh man, I'm so stressed out. I got to get like this Isaac episode done so I can have 22 episodes in the backlog. And now I'm like in a bare knuckle bra to get like, you know, 6 Super Auto Pets episodes a week out there. And I'm like, I wish I could just go back in time and be like, bro, just make a few less Isaac episodes and like, learn how to make bread. You don't even know, because like after you have a kid, and it's rewarding, don't get me wrong, but after you have a kid, your time's gone, and that's fine, because it should be gone. Anytime your kid is awake, you need a break from time to time, don't get me wrong, but anytime your kid is awake, and you could be spending time with them, but instead you're like, doing nothing, just wilding the time away, or whiling it away, I should say, that hurts. That's like, to me, I look at that as a missed opportunity. That's the last one. The best I did today was 5th. One more? No, I have to, hold on. Let me check on my wife. Are you ready to stream? Smiley face. As another life pro tip, don't make your wife late for her stream just so you can play one more game of Zombs. On the other hand, I did rerun the casino. Oh, hold on. She's replied to me with a sticker, egg jam. It's me going, ooh, yes. Okay, I refund your bets. I refund your bets. You know the one. Anyway, I mean, that's like my thoughts on father. It's actually made me like a much less of a baby. Because instead of being like, oh, someone online is talking shit, let's fixate on it, I'm way more like, like last night, let's take from like 4 p.m. onwards, right? Stream ends at 2. 2 to 3, I recorded Super Auto Pets videos. 3, my mom came over. I helped her pack to be on the airplane. We did some chores together, admittedly. Picked up the baby from daycare. Cooked dinner. Ate dinner. Cooked pasta for the baby for the week. That takes us to 7:30. I said goodbye to my mom. I said, have a nice flight. When the baby was nursing, I exported videos from Twitch to YouTube. After the baby was done nursing, story time for like an hour. Waited until the baby was asleep. Slipped away from the room like a thief in the night. Now we're getting, it's closer to like 9 p.m. 9 p.m., 7 thumbnails. Put the thumbnails and the metadata into YouTube. That takes us to 10. At 10 p.m., we had a sink full of dishes. Thankfully, my wife started doing the dishes. I came over and I said, you know what? That's some free time for me. You know what I did? I helped dry. Because I wanted to say thank you for taking the initiative to do the dishes. Now we get a little quality couple time. I get to dry, she gets to wash, we get to talk about our day and digest it, talk about how we feel. That took us till 10:30. At 10:30, I took 2 slices of bread, had some peanut butter toast, and then I went to bed. And it's very fulfilling. It doesn't leave you a lot of time for doom scrolling. I think it's the way that the human mind was meant to work. Well, we do have a dishwasher. Look, now you're going to make me, everyone's like base +2, good dad, good husband. Now you're going to turn on me. One of the reasons that we do some dishes by hand is because we have Le Creuset cookware and you're not supposed to put it in the dishwasher, okay? But you got to choose what you're going to splurge on, and the cast irons were a great choice, and it really takes the dinner to the next level, okay? Not a good look. Not a good look. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Here, I'm gonna raid my wife. There you go. Enjoy the rest of your... Oh, man, I got an errand to run. Okay, yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Later.